Hey guys, Brett Anthony here from Newer Productions. Today I'm going to have a super quick tutorial on how to properly render your clips for editors, because I believe this tutorial is heavily needed in the community. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to make this super quick. So if I miss any details, you can just pause the video. Oh, I don't miss any videos. If you miss a detail, you can pause the video and just full screen it. I'll probably zoom in on the panels, and you can just copy the settings if you want. And if there's any questions you have, just leave a comment. Alright, just to get started, a couple prerequisites here. I'm assuming that you're recording with an HD PVR, probably Hauppauge HD PVR. They might not be, but probably Hauppauge HD PVR. 2, I'm assuming that you recorded in 720p at 5994 FPS, and I'm assuming that you have the raw video file still, like the one you recorded directly from your PVR, and you haven't rendered out a different copy you're using for this. Because if you rendered out one video in really bad quality, it's impossible to render it out in another format in better quality. You've already lost that quality. It's like conservation of mass. It just doesn't work. That was a really nerdy reference, but anyways, sorry, I just did a lot of science homework. Let's get into the tutorial. First we're going to go to our project settings. I hope you know how to get to them. It's right here if you don't. By the way, I already have our clip in here. Anyways, so width 1280 by 720, or that's our height, by 720. Field order is none progressive scan. Pixel aspect ratio is 1 square. Output rotation, combine those words, is 0 degrees. Your frame rate is 5994. If you're working in Vegas 10, you have an option for 3D. Just keep that off. Pixel format is 32-bit floating point full range, not video levels, full range. Compositing gamma is 1 linear. Full resolution rendering quality is best. Motion blur type is Gaussian. Deinterlace method is none. Keep this unchecked. Keep this unchecked unless you want to start all your projects. That's self-explanatory. We'll go to our audio tab. Our master bus mode is stereo. Stereo buses is 0. Sample rate is 48,000. Our bit depth is 16-bit. Our resample and stretch quality is best. And that is it. If you want to save a preset, i.e. PVR, save it. You're probably going to get a warning like this. Just ignore it. Apply. Okay. There. Now we have all our project settings. Now we got to set up our clip. Now, actually, I already went ahead and did it for this clip. Point is, if you should know how. Just crop your clip. You can just barely bring in the sides, or you can check both these boxes over here and then just drag in subtly like this. Then you keep your aspect ratio and get rid of those nasty lines. So that's it. That's just how to get rid of those lines. Not that complicated. Alright, now we got to get rid of our resampling and our aspect ratio. So right click, properties, uncheck maintain aspect ratio, and click on disable resample. Click OK, you're done. Final parts rendering. We're going to go to render as. You can also get it from the file menu. There's a little button there in case you didn't know. Find where you want to save it. We're going to call it tutorial clip 2. I'm calling it 2 because it failed attempt at this. There it is there. By the way, in case you want to get an idea of the sizing of it, this 20-second clip here came out to 26.6 megabytes. Which may seem large to you, but honestly, don't worry about it. It's not a big file size at all, and your editor's not going to mind. I know we might say, oh, but it's going to take forever to render. It's not going to take forever to render. Get over it. So we're going to save as type Sony AVC/MBC, and we're going to go to our template. You just have it on default. Doesn't really matter. We're going to change every setting more or less anyways. And we're going to click custom on the side there. On your video tab, we are going to make the format AVC. Frame size is high definition 1280 by 720. Your profile is main. Your entropy or entropy coding is CAVLC. Your frame rate is 59.94 double NTSC. Your field order is none progressive scan. Your pixel aspect ratio is 1. And your bit rate, this is where a lot of the quality is determined. We want it at 15 million. You can lower it if you want, but that will lower the quality. It will also lower the size. It's honestly, I'm just going to tell you, it's best to keep it at 15 million. But if I don't know, for whatever reason, you're so OCD about size, and honestly, no offense, but you're a player, so you shouldn't really be worried about it. And if you're an editor, you understand the importance of quality, so you're not going to worry about it. So keep it at 15 million. Your encode type is automatic. All right, audio tab. Audio format is AAC. Sample rate is 48,000. Bit rate is 256,000. Guess I didn't change that. Your audio coding mode is stereo. And then your format is MP4, and project, you can just leave it as use project settings. Then you can name this to something like PVR. And save. Yeah. Okay. And that's it. And then you want to uncheck any boxes down here. The only one that's really important is this one here. If that's checked, that's a problem. And if this is checked, that's a big problem. So keep both of anything down here unchecked. Then click save. Your clip will render. And you are done. And I will have an annotation on the screen right now, so you can go see a preview of that clip, just so you can get an idea of the quality. I also have the same annotation to the exact same video at the beginning, so you can just get a sample before you watch the video. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you found this helpful. To Michael, what the hell does that mean? I don't know. I'm going to go answer that guy. But thanks for watching. I hope you find this helpful. And dear God, send your clips to your editors in the proper format before we lose it. So thanks, guys. See ya.